Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. My friends, it's times like these when fortunes are made. Like, what does it actually take to make a like life-changing money in crypto? Well, I'll tell you what it's not. It's definitely not throwing your money in as markets rally and things get heated and you reach a cycle top. So many, especially new people, I get it. Gotta learn the hard way many times. So many people, when things get euphoric and you got your laser eyes and your diamond hands, all that crap that we saw a little over a year ago, that's when people wanted to throw insane amounts of money into crypto. That's a bad idea. The people that are going to be making money once this cycle does finally take off, whenever that is, a lot of them will just be purchasing now if they're looking to add to their crypto positions. And history has shown that's generally what makes sense. And look, again, the whole market moves in tandem. For those of you looking at the screen, I have the top 14 cryptos by market cap on the screen because that's all that I can fit on my screen right now without changing how zoomed in I am. And I thought I'd do, instead of the top 10, the top 14, because currently there are 4 stable coins in the top 10, which is stupid. STLLPID, stupid. So here's the top 14. And if you look to the right and you just ignore the 4 stable coins, you will notice that the charts for all of the other cryptocurrencies look pretty much exactly the damn same. It's just amazing to see. So these prices can't last forever. And I don't pretend to know for sure if this is the bottom. It's times like these, frankly, I'm extra glad that I don't make price predictions and I'm not a technical analyst. I'm just a long-term holder, which I think is a lot less stressful and more easy. It's an unsophisticated approach, but history shows that it works in the stock market, it works in crypto. So I'm happy with the approach I'm taking here. So that being said, I don't know for sure if the bottom is in. I think if you have macroeconomic factors that hit and they're unexpected, I think you're going to see equities tank along with crypto again. And so that's always a possibility. You saw that in March 2020 also with the pandemic, but it won't stay down there forever, which is why I've been publicly sharing when I've been buying crypto lately. And it's been moving sideways-ish for the last couple days. So I think it was 2 days ago when I last purchased. I talked about it when I did. I'm hoping for lower prices. So I have a ton of cash on the sideline. And I'm going to keep purchasing if it's at this range roughly or lower, I'm buying. If it starts to shoot on out of here to the positive, I'm going to stop buying again because my bags were already packed before we saw this dramatic drop in price, where so many altcoins are down like over 80%, some over 90% down from their highs over the last year. Bitcoin down, as you know, substantially from its all-time high late last year. So my bags are packed though in terms of quantity, and that's another thing too. Like if you're worried about what your crypto is worth in terms of United States dollars, I'll tell you how I look at it, and I guess maybe it helps me to some degree, not freak out because I don't freak out when prices go down. What I do when I'm buying crypto, I don't think about how, especially if the price keeps going down and I buy and it goes down, then I buy more and it goes down. I don't really focus on what it's worth in United States dollars. I really don't think about that very frequently. I actually think about the total quantity of crypto that I own, which is why, and I mentioned this the other day, but it's worth repeating. The last 3 purchases that I made for HBAR specifically, and I mentioned that I had purchased cryptocurrency HBAR, resulted in my HBAR holdings increasing by about 15%. So I'm just topping off my bags here, and I didn't think I'd get the opportunity, but I'll tell you this. Like, again, this is when fortunes are made. So whether you want to buy XRP or pick your crypto, I just believe that at some point it's going to be worth way more in the future, and it makes way more sense to buy while there's blood in the streets and everybody's afraid than to start purchasing once the market gives you validation because prices go up. And mind you, look, I to be clear, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and so you definitely shouldn't buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I just enjoy talking about this stuff as an enthusiast, and I make these crypto YouTube videos just as a hobby, just for fun. I love participating within the XRP community. But XRP, as we're sitting here, it's at 31 cents. Bitcoin's at 20,350, so it's about at its 24-hour low. Market cap for the asset class down to $892 billion. Bitcoin dominance down to 43.46%. And this I'm going to need to hit refresh on. This is the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. It updates once every 24 hours, and it just updated, I guess, 1 minute ago. So, because it's, as I record this, it's 7:01 p.m. Central Standard Time. So let's hit refresh. Hey, it went up. It's at 9 out of 100, but still people are in extreme fear. Yesterday was at 7 out of 100. It's, I can't read it. In fact, take a look at these. I'm going to cover this too. Look at this. This is from the Daily Huddle. Top Fidelity macro analyst says Bitcoin way oversold as key on-chain metric reaches 2011 levels. But take a look at this tweet from chart analyst Income Sharks. Hashtag Bitcoin. At a price where shorting no longer makes sense, but also at a price that longing is still very risky. Unless using tight risk management, this is a spot buy only zone for majority. It's okay to wait for a trend to develop to start trading again. So yeah, he's focusing, a lot of the emphasis obviously it's on trading not making sense at this particular moment. But for those that just want to add to their bags, he says that makes sense. And to me, I think it makes all the sense in the world. I keep seeing this from every analyst on the planet just about here. Even the ones that think that Bitcoin might be dropping even further from here. It's still like within a range where it's like, okay, yeah, but when the markets take off, you're going to be in happy land, right? In fact, take a look at this. This is from chart analyst Leb Crypto. He said, exciting to be honest. These are the levels where I get greedy from a spot perspective long term. Exactly. So he gets it. The prices are low. This is when it makes sense to purchase. And in this case, he's talking about Uniswap, cryptocurrency Uniswap here, which, by the way, here's the 12-month chart for Uniswap. It's in the gutter compared to it was for much of the last year. It's at $3.81 and 31 down from a high of what, $31 within the last 12 months. So, but this is the same story for like every cryptocurrency out there just about. So, you know, pick whatever you're interested in. I'm not telling you to buy or not buy anything. Like I said, I'm just bringing it up because Love Crypto brought up Uniswap, so I just had the chart prepared for this video. But my gosh, it's on sale. So all these people wanted to buy as it was approaching its 12-month high of $31, and now that it's $3.81, nope. It's you guys understand that the crypto asset class, it didn't stop moving in tandem just because the price went down. So when the asset class inevitably recovers, you understand it's still moving in tandem, don't you? I mean, it couldn't be more clear. And then there's this from on-chain analyst Will Clemente, and he said, I think it's fair to state the buys I've tweeted out over the last few days are non-leveraged, long-term spot holdings based on historical valuation, not trades. And so I'll just pause to note, Will Clemente has been publicly sharing, I don't think I shared any of his tweets on the topic, but he's been buying. So he's another individual that seems to get this. And then he also said, with the unprecedented amount of potential contagion in crypto markets and global macro conditions, not using any leverage. So pause to note, he is anti-leverage in crypto, and so am I. I've never used leverage. I think it's silly. I'm never going to do it. You understand how life-changing crypto can be. Like, why do we need to add that level of risk where you can get liquidated potentially? No, the answer is no. You're talking about hundreds or thousands % gains in cryptos over the long haul. Why would I even, especially given the volatile nature of crypto, why would I ever put myself in a position where I could potentially get liquidated? You have to be greedy to be doing that. No offense to anybody listening that may have done that. Maybe it's like a live and learn type of thing. But no. But and this is also a big part of the reason that you see prices crash so dramatically. People are getting liquidated. So think about it. There are macroeconomic factors that led to the downward price action for equities and crypto. And then people that were leveraged up as a result of this, many of them get liquidated. And then there are people that at lower levels than that, that's where they're stuck, and then they get liquidated too, and it's just this cascade effect, down and down and down and down. It's just ridiculous. I'm not going to participate in crap like that ever. And he then said, my personal risk management puts me in a place where I'm able to hold these buys lower without any effect to my lifestyle if we do see further forced selling via contagion. So he's talking about leveraged, crypto holders getting liquidated effectively. And then he says, just don't want any short-term traders mixing up time frames and leveraging up on my tweets. Stay safe, friends. Yeah, so same here for me in a general sense, right? So my lifestyle isn't changing whatsoever. When crypto went up, didn't change my lifestyle. Crypto went down, didn't change my lifestyle. I'm just doing what I'm doing here. Because I have income that I make sure, and I live substantially beneath my mean. I've always just been a beneath one's means type of guy. I'm anti-loan, for example. I don't like taking loans for anything. Maybe a mortgage is reasonable, but beyond that, no, I'm not going to do it. Like car loan stuff. No, I just refuse. The way I look at it is either I can afford something or I can't. If I have the money, I'm going to buy it, and if I don't, then no. But I'll never have a car loan ever again. That's for damn sure. But no, so I certainly personally didn't change anything in that regard. And as a result, everything that I've invested in crypto, I don't care. Like I said earlier, I don't care what it's worth in the short term relative to the United States dollar. I care about the quantity of crypto that I hold. So when I look at how much XRP I hold, how much HBAR, how much Bitcoin, how much ETH, pick the cryptocurrency, that's what's important to me, right? Because I do believe that they're all going to be worth way, way, way more in the future, and it's not going to matter. And if I'm wrong and it all goes to zero, well, I've only invested what I'm willing to lose in case I'm wrong. And yeah, it's a lot of money, but it's not going to like mess up my retirement or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm taking a measured, reasonable adult approach to this, recognizing because I'm a big boy that I could be wrong and it could all go to hell in a handbasket. I just really don't think that it is. And then there's this from the Daily Hodl. Top Fidelity macro analyst says Bitcoin way oversold as key on-chain metric reaches 2011 levels. This is interesting stuff here. So check this out. And again, this is a guy from Fidelity saying this. Fidelity's director of global macro, Jurian Timmer, is updating his outlook on Bitcoin as the leading crypto asset by market cap struggles near the $20,000 level. Timmer tells his 126,000 Twitter followers that when considering Bitcoin's PE, which is price to earnings, a metric traditionally used to value stocks by comparing the company's earnings with its stock price, Bitcoin is currently significantly undervalued. So let's pause and note. Given this is the case, that's why I said, even if it goes lower, it's irrational behavior. Just like there's irrational exuberance to the upside, this is irrational behavior. So if it does go lower, I still don't care. Then it will just be that much more undervalued, right? Piece continues. The analyst compares the earnings of a company to the number of users on the Bitcoin network. And here's a quote. Is Bitcoin cheaper than it looks? If we consider a simple price to earnings metric for Bitcoin to be the price/network ratio, then that ratio is back to 2017 and 2013 levels, even though Bitcoin itself is only back to late 2020 levels, so in terms of price. Valuation often is more important than price. And then he has a chart on the screen for those that care to look. The piece continues. In similar fashion, Timmer uses a metric that records the number of non-zero Bitcoin addresses with the price of Bitcoin. Now, historically, price has fluctuated above and below the demand curve. And here's another quote from him. Another way to highlight this is by overlaying Bitcoin's non-zero addresses against its price. Price is now below the network curve, end quote. And there's another chart. Now, the macro analyst also takes a look at Bitcoin's dormancy flow, which measures the average number of days that coins have remained untouched. Now, based on Timmer's interpretation of the historical track record of the metric, Bitcoin's dormancy flow is at levels not seen in over a decade before Bitcoin went on parabolic rallies. And this is fascinating stuff here. So here's another quote from him. The next chart shows how technically oversold Bitcoin is. Glassnode's dormancy flow indicator is now to levels not seen since 2011. That's pretty wild stuff here. And so look, but again, that's why I keep saying, I'm going to keep pointing it out. It's worth repeating. It's macroeconomic factors that have resulted in sell-off to this level. And yeah, fine, crypto was already heading down anyway. But to these levels? Yeah. No, without the macroeconomic environment, no. And you wouldn't have seen the sell-off in equities either, obviously. So what you gonna do with that information? Well, like I said, I'm not telling you what to do. I would never assume that it's my position to offer financial advice to anyone, and I also wouldn't want that type of responsibility. I just think it's fun to talk about this stuff here. But I just have a feeling, it's just like any bear market, you know. The people that have the cojones to purchase during the bear market, when things inevitably come back, those are the people that make an absolute killing. And I'm going to be there for it. So as long as we keep seeing prices around these levels, or hopefully lower, I will be buying it. I'll be happy to share with you every time that I do purchase and what I'm purchasing, just for the fun of talking about it and transparency. And that, you know, the only thing I'm not really comfortable talking about is how much of each crypto that I hold. But happy to share with you the rest of it. And when one day XRP rockets into price discovery, I'll be happy to be transparent about what I'm selling and when I'm selling. Just not going to talk about how much. I doubt I'll change my opinion. Maybe I'll change my mind on it, but probably not. But yeah, because we're going on this journey together. So those types of things I'm actually happy to talk about, because it's fun to talk about people that have the same interests as me on this. Just like in terms of strategy, what's the layperson doing? Just like we're all regular people just trying to figure this stuff out here. And so it's worth getting perspective from other people. But yeah, for me, no, it's not. I'm not going to be selling a damn thing anytime soon. I'm in load up mode because the prices got so much lower. And of course, no, I don't pretend to know that the prices were going to get to this level. But since we're here now and this is reality, I'm like, well, you're getting me excited a bit. I'm feeling a bit excited. I'm doing a little bit of purchasing here. So let me know what you think. But that's how I look at this. This is when fortunes are made. I feel so strongly about that. But I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.